up in the jail. On the big long, where you been at? Mine, everywhere I'm working hard. Maybach and G-Wagon truck. Got M&M's in my garage. Quick to crank up on the you. Better not get me started. Locked in with the gangsters and players. My folks gon' keep it solid. Everything I got on new, it look like I got renovated. I'm cocky when I was just humble, they didn't appreciate it. Young, wealthy, and ratchet, I'm the hood motivation. On top of the world now, they tried to underestimate me. Get 'em glow, them fraudulent, you know you the truth. Get 'em glow, stop overthinking, these can't with you. Get 'em glow, standing on business in these Chanel shoes. Before I let her play with me, I'll go eat some jail food on gang glow. Stomp a little with some shell toes. Yeah, glow. Slapping, rapping, making bail. Yeah, glow. Two-tone cardi.
This is a city that's hosted more Super Bowls than almost anybody else. And, oh yeah, Brock, they've won a couple of their own along the way, too. We're in the home of the Buccaneers, Tampa, Florida, and Raymond James Stadium. Matthew Wright set to get this one started. And we're off and running from Raymond James. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Good. Kings! Hey, alert! Dad!
Mayfield comes out throwing. Oh, it's intercepted. What a start. J.C. Horn to pick it off. And the Panthers take over on his 5th interception of the season. Well, Brock, I highly doubt all the plays will go as well as that one, but this coverage starts off the game with a major W.
That's all you could ask for right there. You come out so focused, so dialed into your game plan. You start this game strong, and you quickly throw a wrench into their opening script on the other side. That starts to play head games, and it certainly gives your defense a ton of confidence.
And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
18 rep.
Here's Young on 1st and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Another try following the sack. And that was just a little bit too low to be brought in. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Shotgun snap now to Young. He's got it in the red zone. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Has it down close. And this is down all the way to the 3. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Chance to stack some momentum if they can turn this turnover into 6. It's 1st and goal. Sticking to the air, it's Young. Oh, that's a tough one. Couldn't bring in the touchdown clean. It falls incomplete. It's going to be second down.
Yeah, that's one that's going to haunt him. There's just no question about it. A drop touchdown in the end zone. Now comes the mental toughness part of it. You got to flush that play quickly so you can make an impact later.
Out of the gun, Young. And it's cut in the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Xavier Legette with the touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ballgame.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Right there to tack on the point after. And the Panthers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Right, ready to send this one away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert! Good.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Fights off a tackle, but he lost the ball. He left the ball behind. Panthers pick this one up. And they stop him before he gets much on the return. If there was a metaphorical panic button over there right now, partner, I feel like this would be the time to press it.
And you know me, I'd take the elevator right down to the field and press it now.
And this defense, man, they have seized on the opportunity that's been presented to them early.
And here's what happens with defenses. Once they feel an offense is loose with the ball, this poor ball security, they're going to be ripping and clawing and tearing for it all game long.
Go, Reed! Go! Check! Bobcat! Check!
Young on 1st and 10. He fires one deep down the left. Brought in inside the 20. That one goes for 31 yards and a 1st down when all is said and done.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
18 Cardinal! 18 Cardinal!
1st down from the red zone. He's got him. That's McMillan. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route. They get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
79 Broncos! 70 Rangers! 70 Rangers! Take over!
Young working from the gun. He brings it in. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain. That sets up 1st and goal.
6 to the Eagles! Buffalo 18! Let's go now!
Rush coming for Young. Catch is made in close. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. Now it's Young. Looking touchdown, but can't connect.
Oh, that is such a bummer. A dropped touchdown right in the end zone. We're going to see how quickly he can flush this one. He better, because they got to make an impact later.
And the defender comes away with it. The rookie from Georgia has it. And the Buccaneers take over on his 5th interception of the season.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Here's the give to Irving. And he breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. Trayvon Merrick there for the stop. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got a tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
Real.
Throwing from near his own goal line. And the pressure gets home. He doesn't throw it in time. That's a safety. Some early down aggressiveness in the shadow of their own end zone there, Brock. And unfortunately, it costs them. They're going to have to punt it away following the safety.
Well, you know me. I don't ever mind aggressiveness. I think it empowers your quarterback, empowers that offensive huddle. But you also got to know, as a quarterback, if you call a pass play, you got to do your job. And doing your job means avoiding a safety in that circumstance.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They've got a man in motion. To the air on 1st down. Young. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Young. Finds him over the middle. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. So that's 1 quarter gone in a battle of NFC South rivals. It's a 2-score game early. More from Raymond James Stadium coming up after the break. We're ready to go with the 2nd quarter. It's Panthers football. They still have 5 to go here, 3rd down. Here's Young to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And that leaves them with 4th and 5. They're going for it, Young. He completes it in traffic. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Oh, I love 4th downs. It just brings out the very best. And you get to see how you handle the most pressure. And it turns out they handled it pretty darn well. And now they'll keep pushing.
They'll throw it again. Wow, wide open here, complete. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Well, after that play, training staff is headed out. That's one of their top guys who's shaken up. And they're going to need him back for the upcoming postseason. Still sticking with the passing game. All right, Leggett makes the grab. And he'll be brought down at about the 29.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
18, Pioneer. 19, Lion. Track 60.
Young to throw it. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Xavier Leggett, the target on that throw. And now they face second down.
18 Cardinal, 79 Bronco. Ready? 70 ring, 70 ring. Check off.
Now Young. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Another look for him, Brock, and hey, why not with the way he's playing so far? But this time, just couldn't hang on.
I think you'll see coordinators at times can't get away from something that's working. I like that they go back to him. Make them defend him and stop him. They did that time. My hunch is they'll look for that receiver again today.
And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it'll give the Panthers a first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Completed over the middle. And this one does not go far. So not a holding call. One of the linemen actually too far downfield that time. That's what drew the flag. So after the 5 yards are marched off, here's 1st and 15.
Let's go now. Cowboy 80. Buffalo 18.
Shotgun snap now to Young. Complete over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
He'll throw it yet again. The throw is caught. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
I'm sure Coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
They send him left out of the slot. Oh, look at this. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Touchdown, Carolina. Right on for the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Panthers take a 16-point lead. Right, ready to send this one away. And he got all of that one, that's for sure. But with our new kickoff rules in play this year, that means the football's going to be spotted at the 30. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Run, run, run. What's that?
Mayfield now from the gun. Complete out to the right side. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. With 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
From the 37. This complete to Colt. We're at the 2-minute warning now from Raymond James. And it's the Buccaneers who have 1st and 10.
Run, run, run. Hey, alert 33. Good.
Baker now from the gun. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. He's got it inside the 10. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
And he's hit at the line of scrimmage. The run outside returns nothing. Can't manage even a yard on 2nd and goal, and they'll have 3rd and goal from the 5.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal. Pressure coming. Baker. He's on the move. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Here we go. It's Mayfield. Looking. Oh, they tried the lateral. It's a live ball. And it's recovered by the offense. But Brock, it's 4th down. And you know, only the fumbler can advance it, so this is still going to be a turnover on downs. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Young working from the gun. Rolling left, buying some time. They connect on the deep shot. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down. Things looking totally different after that last play. It's 1st and 10 inside the opposing 30. Rush coming for Young. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. And it's going to be 2nd down.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
A 2nd down throw for Young. Escapes the pocket, and they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB can run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there's none to be had. No escape route available this time.
Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. Online, but not enough juice. It's no good short. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. And well, in the past, we wouldn't have batted an eye as it sailed over the end zone, Brock, but with our new kickoff rules in place, that's going to cost them. The football's coming all the way out to the 30-yard line. the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Take over.
Out of the gun, Young. Getting out to his left. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
On 2nd and 10, Young. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And that's gonna leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Ready? Go check, go check. Mustang 19. 18, 5 here.
Defense shows blitz. Young. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
That right there, that is a small step toward a big objective, and that's overcoming, Kate, a 2-score deficit in the 2nd half. Fortunately, well, this game isn't close to being out of hand yet. We got to learn that lesson in the NFL. Anything can happen. There's still plenty of time to get that lead back, especially if they keep making impact plays like that one on 3rd down.
This one returned for 11 yards. And the Buccaneers will get set to go on offense. Ball at the 33 for 1st down.
Good. Point it right, point it right, point it right. What's up?
Shotgun snap for Mayfield. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. J.C. Horn to pick it off.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43.
Bronco 80. Street, 19 Lions. Ready?
Back now, pressure on its way. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
Go! 70,
Young looking to throw. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. The 24 before he stopped. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10.
Track 60.
Now it's Young. Escapes out to the left. He gets a little something out of it before sliding to a stop.
I love that play. I mean, that's quarterback 101. Nothing downfield, get what you can with your legs, but so much more importantly, protect yourself. Availability, one of the most important abilities for any quarterback.
The shot to the end zone is incomplete.
I'll tell you this, Kate, they doubled him knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. That's doing your homework. A bit surprising QB still threw it in that direction with how well the defense had that one covered.
A little touch pass here, trying to move the chains. And he eats a huge hit as he tries for the marker. Almost nothing after the catch that time, Brock. It's going to be 4th down. They're going for it, Young. This throw is caught. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. That's a gain of 10, and staring at a turnover on downs, Brock, they pick up the first instead.
I love those moments of truth. We get to see exactly how they handle it when all the pressure that drives right on them. Turns out, handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing on.
Sticking to the air, it's Young. Gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete. Tough to blame him for that drop, Brock, even if it would have been a touchdown. That was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react, and then you got to burst. And that defender does a tremendous job of breaking that pass up with contact.
Dose of the hurry-up offense here. Complete on the option. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Fourth down, Young. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Throwing from near his own goal line. That's complete, Mike Evans. And they bring him down up at the 12-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Irving here from the gun. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
Third down, here's Mayfield. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Trayvon Merrick has it. And the Panthers get the football as he makes his third interception of this season.
You know, Kate, once you've thrown a couple picks, it's easy to become check down Charlie. Right? Just throw it underneath and not take any more risk because you don't want to throw what he just did, his third interception of the game. It's time to protect the football at all costs. And if not, well, that backup better get ready.
Drive starts out with a first and 10. Here's Young to throw. He's on the move. That one falls incomplete, but our attention's still behind the line. He got cleaned after that throw and drew the instant flag. Roughing the passer on that last play, and that's always going to lead to an automatic first down. Play action now, Young. He puts some juice on a deep throw down. This is brought in at the 15. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers parlay the interception into points. That is as efficient as an offense can be. One play, 70 yards, and 6 points, Brock. They can save the rest of the plays they had prepared for their next series.
Rest of the plays? Why even call a different one? I mean, that one hit the sweet spot on the barrel and got out of the yard in a hurry. Perfect call to catch him sleeping to start that drive.
Right, ready to send this one away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They're out and set. First and 10.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert! Real. Good.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. Trying to find Mike Evans with that throw. So it'll be second down.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
And this might be a free play. Let's see what they do. And it's a sack. They got there to take him down, but there was a reason for that. So he got a flag down. I think that's going to nullify the play. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. The Bucs have it to begin the fourth, and this game, whew, it has been a nightmare for them so far. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. From the gun, Mayfield. Culp with a catch. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Mayfield with a blitz coming. Buys time, rolling right. Into the hands of Culp. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Hey, alert 33. What's up?
Mayfield to throw again. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Throwing again is Baker. Got Evans. It's complete. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
Baker throwing again. That's going to be caught by Evans. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. From the red zone now. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
Second down, Mayfield to pass. Has it in close. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
I'll tell you this, you don't want to make a living throwing into double coverage, but double coverage and still finding a way to beat the defense and haul it in. That's not a situation many players win, and there aren't a lot of quarterbacks willing to make that throw and trust their receiver to get it done.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. What's up?
Throwing now, 3rd and 2. On the move, headed right. He just throws this one away.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time secondary, well, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
Real. What's up?
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And he hauls it in for the Tampa touchdown. The Buccaneers making the scoreboard look a touch better. Mike Evans with the touchdown. If you're going to complete that one successfully, Brock, you need the perfect throw, just the right touch, and you also need a guy who can go up and get it just like that.
Yeah, need to be able to muscle somebody off the ball if you're not alone. And call me a little biased. Go ahead, I don't care.
You're biased.
But the success of that play does come down to the timing of the throw, Kate. If you don't throw it on time to that exact spot, you run out of room, and you don't give yourself that kind of chance.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Fielded at the 7.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. Young working from the gun. That's incomplete left side.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. From the gun, ETN gets it. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. Only a yard for him that time, so now 3rd and 9. Shotgun snap now to Young. He throws a bullet down the left sideline. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing 4th down. Panthers getting everyone set for the punt. Absolutely crushed his first punt, and here's another huge one. Starts the return at the 34. And he gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield. Nice 12-yard pickup on the return. And they'll get ready to go on offense. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Big shot is hauled in. Feeder inbounds. Oh, what a play! He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28. They have themselves another 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Baker now from the gun. Oh, brother, it's another interception. J.C. Horn to pick it off. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Wow, they're going to pass it here. McMillan hauls it in. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. A pickup there of 33 yards. And that'll be good for a Carolina first. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Forced out to his right. Now he throws deep across the field, left side. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down. This one misses the tight end. So 2nd down coming up.
You know, there's not a lot of tight ends who are true weapons this far down the field. And not a lot of cover guys who can match up with them in terms of size. They tried to get it to him in a spot where he could win it, but no connection to be made.
On 2nd and 10, Young. He's trying another one deep. He's got it inside the 25. And he flips the field for them before being taken down. Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. Working inside the red zone. Looking for an open man. And he's brought down at the line.
That's a really good job by the defense right there. Doing something I hear all the time in coaches' meetings. I want to keep that quarterback in the box. I want to put a fence around him. Don't want to let him get out and make a big play breaking the pocket.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Out of the gun, Young. And it's cut in the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers put up even more points in a win. Right on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Panthers make it a 24-point ball game. Right, ready to send this one away. And it flies over the end zone and out of play. In the past, it's a touchback to the 25. The new rules starting this season, Brock, so it's now going to be at the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. A bit of desperation on this, and they pick him off again. Trayvon Merrick has it. And the Panthers take over on his 5th interception of the season.
This is a lonely place. And I don't know how many walking the planet have thrown 5 picks, but I'll raise my hand. I did it in an Apple Cup, and it is a lonely, humbling feeling. Everything that could go wrong, well, it's gone wrong for this quarterback today, and I hope that's the last time we see him throw a pass in this one.
Here's Young on 1st and 10. He throws a bullet to the center. Big gain downfield. And he'll be touchdown after a big play.
A gain of 33 yards on the play. 1st down, Panthers.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
So it's the Panthers who take this one on the road. And, partner, I know you took down plenty of division rivals in your NFL days. Heck, your conference opponents back in Washington in your college days always makes the win a little bit sweeter when it comes against a rival, doesn't it?
Yeah, there's just a little bit more emotion. There just is.
Yeah.
I mean, you try to keep every game level, and no opponent's bigger than the other, but familiarity does breed a little more contempt, and we could feel it today, and that's why that W is a little bit sweeter.
You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you a little piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you a little piece, wanna see some more.
Don't be afraid of the bounce. See when your things levels gotta change to get mouth. How can I walk in doubt? Never been a beg, never been a loud mouth. Pen can go for days. I'm obsessed with it, can't change my ways. So blessed with it, what can I say? Top form staying in shape.
You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you a little piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you a little piece, wanna see some more.
I'm gonna run it up, though you know your fun is up. James knew back when I was coming up, didn't wanna know then. Now I bet they're loving us no more. No, R&R's the bar is raised. If you know me, know I can bar for days. Nothing to prove, cause I've done enough, lights out, still gonna keep the torch. Show you a little piece, wanna see some more?